About this Sejuani as a champion. It's going to get locked in again. Now, this used to be an old favorite of Colt's, but this is a whole different ballgame, Vedius.
It's a Sejuani mid lane.
Betsy, he's been able to do more with less. See, Colt, once again, this is why that jungle proximity is a little bit high. Betsy, he's still got no flash. Totaro's coming in. This is a triple team right now. Yoink back there. First blood over to Exile.
So many things coming in play through mid. Now, Giants trying to answer in bot.
Well, looks like it. Flash forwards for Nuxalot. They're going to find some damage onto the Ziggs. He's got nowhere to go, and Samix gets deleted off the map, and Steelback picks up a kill.
You're seeing right now why Fiddle has been doing a fine job as Samix now. I think he's dead.
Yeah, there was no friends around, and he got surprised by that party.
Did not respect. Well, actually, they had the chain CC in order to find the kill. So this pushing bot lane not working out the way in which Unicorns wanted, but now they're going for dive in mid.
Yeah, Exile and White Knight. It's a quadruple team, and Betsy, he is going nowhere. Cold picks up the final shot, and it looks like it's going to be a tower in the mid with an army of minions. Unicorns of Love should be able to polish the one off first.
Very clean answer there from the Unicorns of Love. They're looking for that first tower blood, and while Giants can trade it for a Drake, Betsy, he was in a situation that he could really get out of. He had no flash. He wasn't able to react in time. Now Cold makes his way up towards the top side.
All right, Ruin, he's going to get taken down pretty quickly unless he can make his great escape. The flash, and he can't quite make it away, but he does get attack sweep on, a little bit of extra damage. Hextech ultimatum, doesn't matter. He has to throw in the towel because the Mundo was thrown in the cup. Report coming in from Ruin. Seems like Giants are going to be the ones leading the charge on this one. However, they were down a tower, so now they'll equalize up. We take a look at the gold. It's still in favor of Unicorns by about 800, and it looks like that's about to expend with White Knight.
So slight early game advantage.
Struggled a little bit more during that phase of the game last week.
Well, we might not have time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, it looks like Ruin thought he was catching White Knight, but instead he's the one getting got, and Joko comes in too late. So does Steelback and pretty much the rest of Giants.
Yeah, 4 members answering the mid wave. There's a Rift Herald down bot lane, so Unicorns have 3 lanes pushing towards Giants.
Towards the bottom, Unicorns still looking to collapse on this one. Looks like they're going to get pulled back in for just a second. Cold, Joko getting yanked all over the place, but they lose a man. Cold goes down. That tower will stand for now.
So situations where, you're right, they don't usually think through all the variables, and now Exile, he could be a dead variable.
He certainly could be. It looks like Bloodwell's going to bring him back up, but there's 5 Giants around him, and they're going to smush him into the ground. However, Unicorns are not wasting a moment. They try to answer on the bottom side. It is only the Mundo, but that should be enough to get the tower, and maybe they can march down the mid as well. Unicorns love playing.
It is Unicorns that still control the game so far.
And crucially, they're able to pick up not just any dragon, but the mountain dragon, considering they've been trying to play to knock down. Let's see if they got the damage. The Eye of Sauron comes out. And so does the Satchel Charge, so good night, Sweet Tower.
Yep. One of the big issues, if you could say,
playing it out pretty well right now, and Giants are trying to set up a bait and trap. It looks like they found the Ziggs. Sir Nuxalot comes in with the surprise party, brings Joko, and Steelback as his +1 and pit down to 5,000. We have not seen too many Baron steals here today. Let's see, Giants, they peel away, look for Cold. Exile trying to go in. The Baron's going to reset, but the fight is on, and it is a numbers advantage in favor of Giants Gaming right now, and they have found the big fight in the middle. Betsy goes big on that demonic ascension. They find Totoro off the back. Steelback polishes him off, and it is chaos, but it is chaos that is controlled by Giants Gaming. Samix comes back in, but way too late for that one. It ends up being a 1 for 2. Already down to 4,000. Cold is incoming. They shouldn't see him just yet, but they have to know he's going to be there. Ruin goes around the side. The Baron's still going low, and it looks like Ruin flashing back into the pit, but Cold, he has one chance to go over the wall, and Giants are not keen to give it to him, but they're basing some time, and it's going to get stolen! Cold says, "Nice to meet you, and thank you very much!" Down goes Joko. Unicorns back on the board.
Unicorns with a huge Baron steal, and now the chase is on.
White Knight running rampant through the Giants. He doesn't afraid of anything at this point, and Betsy's going gold, but, well, he wished he was going challenger at this point. Down he goes. 26.5 minutes. Unicorns back on top. Samix has to be careful. He's going to fall here, but he flashes right behind his best buddy. Throws in the Mega Inferno Bomb. Insult to injury, baby. And that's going to be a shutdown. Are we going for the ace? Nukes a lot. He's not quite nuked down to 0, but I don't think they care. There's the ace.
Unicorns find a clean 5 for 0 off the back of Giants, starting the Baron. Samix still yet to get a kill in Summer Split, but Unicorns don't care. They have the Nexus in their eyes, and Pyra, they're looking to win the game.
Joko, last man standing, trying to defend while his teammates coming back up. He goes around the side, but the Unicorns might be battered, they might be bruised, but they never say die, and after a 0 and 2 week, they've set their sights on the Nexus and take down Giants. Well, last couple seconds, and it looks like we'll be raising some dongers today, Vedius. Attila once more on the Heimerdinger.
So this has become a bit of a comfort pick now for Attila.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit rough right now. You can get a little cocky sometimes playing that Darius. The pillar's up. He's going to try and spin around, but is he going to live before the TP comes in? It looks like no. Gilius tried to give him some backup, but it was just too much. Now Jizuke coming back to the mid lane, and with Gilius, he's going to equalize, but the chaos isn't over yet. Memento flashes forward, takes a bite out of the Scorpion, and he's looking for Jizuke as well. Will Roccat come out ahead? Even Norscaren's joining the fun, and that's a triple kill from Memento.
What a lane is full of Vladimir, but now we see Memento heading up topside.
Oh boy, the Trundle, that is the terror of this game, and Jizuke doesn't know what hit him.
He doesn't have his flash. He used it earlier on, and Memento stealing all the kills. But given how well Memento is playing, I think they're fine with it.
Yeah, looks like Aurelia going in with that ult. Memento coming through, and KazaLoLLCShighlights once more. He's going to fall right on down. Speaking of typical
showing proper respect, he ends up losing his life as well. So right now, once again, good stun from Blanc in the middle lane.
I've seen this one a few times. He does get the apprehend off, as well as Gilius' ultimate, but Blanc is able to dash out. Not before he's dunked on. Cabo gets some revenge.
Memento did.
They're going to be the ones to find the first tower after the game is gone. That might be the craziest thing of all.
Roccat, they cannot punish anywhere else on the map, and Vitality say we need to kick this up. Got to be careful not to face check.
Oh, well, the face check came to him. It looks like Norscaren's going to have to use his flash, but he gets yanked back over the wall, and now he's in some serious trouble. Gray health or no. Let's see if he can get away from that one. Pops it on, but meanwhile, Memento comes back in. He takes a bite out of Attila. Down goes the Heimerdinger. The Aurelia's coming in from out of nowhere. Roccat have turned this one around. Jack Troll, he's forced to flash the pit, but the Dragon is aggro, dealing him some serious DPS right now.
End up being a fairly equal trade from both sides.
Looks like that's going to be the case, but Memento still packing quite a lot of damage on that Titanic Hydra as well, with 6 kills in this game. 100% kill participation for Memento. He is really taking...
Like teams have now had a little bit more time to prep. But also, it's just the way in which Roccat have answered. They saw the swap coming in, they saw Cabo in the middle lane, they worked to punish, but now Prophet could be the one getting punished by Vitality.
Jack Troll knocks Prophet away, and he's going towards the wrong tower with 3 on top. And let's see if they try to give this one over the way of Attila. It looks like Pool's going down, and Attila launching all the rockets he can, but he just doesn't have the damage to deal it. So Gilius finally takes the kill, and it looks like meanwhile.
So far, in this split, where Attila's been one of the big carries, where his pressure combined with Jack Troll weren't running away with the game, Roccat are in a great spot.
Speaking of running away with it, the Flash and the Impale is going to find Blanc, and now Norscaren is bringing friends to the party, but it's just more blood for the Blood God. Down goes 2 members of Roccat. It's a double kill for Jizuke, and now Vitality marching on bottom tower with 5.
Norscaren brought Hiku down to try and turn the favor of the fight, but Roccat did not realize that all 5 members were there from Vitality, and finally Attila was able to show up with the Heimerdinger. Everything came into fruition, and Vitality, they retake the gold lead.
Yeah, that was unfortunate moves by Roccat.
His ulti really enhances a lot of the damage in these mid-game fights too, so I think Roccat would be quite happy to take a fight. But Vitality, they're no slouches either, right? The Darius, pretty insane in these fights, especially if he can fully stack his passive. You have a Heimer in there as well. And Vitality, they're just grouping up a lot more this game. They've now grouped up towards the top side, sieging onto this tower. And Roccat, one of the big things about that comp is they actually don't have a lot of wave clear. So when Vitality use numbers to just brute force it.
Norscaren, he's flashed over. There's the gray health coming in, but oh, Hiku just barely gets away from the Impale, and now Gilius is kind of fed over the way of Roccat. Let's see if they can take this fight. Pulled in 2-man apprehend, knocked and bopped around, but Vitality have found themselves a second win, or have they? Chunked out by the True Shot Barrage to back and forth. The fair flash bash and crash, and it looks like they're turning around once again with KazaLoLLCShighlights. There's the double. Stolen away on that triple kill. Jack Troll's going to pick that one up, but he gets one all the same. And Yamato Cannon, he likes...
Just keep your eyes on KazaLoLLCShighlights. He's not focused at all. He gets that first kill. He's fully stacked on the passive. He has his ult up as well, and he just cleans up the rest of the fight. While all this has been going on, Baron has been taken.
Yep, very quickly smited away by Gilius, but Jack Troll is left as a sacrifice for Roccat, who unfortunately weren't able to get in the pit time enough to steal. That one was pretty hectic, so taking stock of the situation, 10-10 in kills. But what an incredible performance in those team fights by Vitality. I mean, that one in the mid lane could have gone, honestly,
mid-tier 2. Roccat kind of forced to concede it as the siege does continue from Vitality. They go as Blanc slowly gets chipped out by Vitality.
So does this tower. Looks like that one's going to fall. Roccat forced to concede once again. Jack Troll gets a knock-up on the Norscaren, and he's going to get deleted before he can even pop his gray health. Vitality set their sights on the inhib, start to crack that base right open, and Roccat left reeling.
Vitality.
Into the brush.
Oh, this is dangerous for Roccat.
Memento stepping right in, dragged around the map. Let's see if the Aurelia can do a damn thing. The Tomcat swallowing up Memento. Nobody's down just yet, but that is about to change. Here comes the Heimerdinger damage, and Roccat bleeding. KazaLoLLCShighlights going down. Roccat might have found the fight after all. Gilius, he's forced to flash and wiggle his way away, and Roccat find a miracle of a fight.
Profit comes up huge with the Vladimir, and now the Baron is alive. The pressure falls on Gilius to try and steal this Baron away. Roccat have no control wards, so he's in a position to do it.
Gilius does have the Blast Cone. Jizuke and Jack Troll can try for the distraction maneuver. Gilius waiting on that smite. Profit really low here, so is the Baron. Here comes Jack Troll. Looks like they're going to find the damage. Gilius, can he be the hero? He steals it away! Gilius stopping the damage short. Jizuke trying to get away with the Baron, and Hikyu's going to make sure it doesn't happen, but the game continues.
Oh my word. Because his use of the Consume has been absolutely massive. Every time Vitality have gotten close to shutting down a member of Roccat, Norscarin has come in clutch and kept them alive, taken them to safety, allowing Roccat to then reset the fight and come off the victors overall. You've got to remember, Cabo and Attila are really the only damage dealers on this squad. And while in the mid game, yes, they have powerful spikes. Once you get the game.
Oh, this is risky. Here we go. The Aurelia Blade Surge going in. Gilius is able to make it out of harm's way. But the Dragon does get taken. Attila comes up. Now Gilius turns around, tries to find the pick onto Profit, but he pulls away.
To come and fight us for it, and we are more than happy to do it.
And they turn it right around, looking for Memento. Looks like that kill's going to happen right away. The shutdown. Attila finds a huge one. And it looks like the Aurelia coming in, going to get pushed back time and time again. Knocked and bopped and left and right. And Gilius and KazaLoLLCShighlights finding their way out of harm's way after finding one or two more shots. Those Heimer. All it's going to take to fire down the Baron. The third one of the game. Vitality picked this up, and they
stand in the way. They know they can't do anything about it. Roccat will freely give up this tower. And Vitality likely on track to secure themselves 2 inhibitors unless Roccat can find a fight right now. They're feeling pretty good. Triple cannon wave in the bottom lane. That will quickly melt through. KazaLoLLCShighlights using the Righteous Glory. Just trying to scare Roccat away. It's all about that objective game. The 2 Mountain Drakes certainly paid their dues in this game. So Roccat, they just see their base cut through, but its guerrilla reputation has suggested and make this one a 3-0. Here comes the Vladimir. This is the desperation fight for Roccat. Will they find it? Jack Troll, he's going to get stunned up. The damage, it's not quite enough, but they're still making moves. In goes Blank, but he gets knocked to one side. However, Norscarin is going to be able to get the finishing blow onto Jack Troll, but Vitality turning it right back around in a 4v5 scenario. KazaLoLLCShighlights, there's a Darius falling off. Not enough damage, and the dunk is denied. Roccat still lead the charge, and that's going to be 1 Blade Surge and a second one, and Blank is coming up big on this. Roccat with a huge tower. They have their eyes set on the Nexus. Roccat, can they make the comeback for what has been a huge up and down game a reality?
You have absolutely spoken true here, Vedius. Jack Troll comes back up at a very clutch time, but Rockets have their sights set on the Nexus. Norscarin swallows up Jack Troll, just buying a little bit of time here, and they don't need to win this fight. They just need that Nexus, and Roccat in a roller coaster finish the fight.
1 fight, and Roccat go.
We've already seen them run that play against Fnatic. Is it just a rinse and repeat for these guys? Does it look like a carbon copy of that Fnatic game?
It is a carbon copy up until
The idea of kill pressure is kind of minimal regardless. So I actually really like this adaptation that we're seeing from Nukeduck, and I hope that it pays off more so as we get into the later stages of the game. It does mean that objectives are also obviously easier as well. So
it's a do-it-yourself funnel, really.
Yeah.
Just steal away what you can now. Chachi might be in some trouble here. Has to flash. Wonder's going to follow him, and you know who's the better tank? It looks like it's going to be Wonder on this Orin. Chachi is going to fall for first blood.
Wonder literally just solo killed Chachi
on Orin.
Oh, hang on. We have a bit of an engage up top.
Looks like he's about to be more than just a level down right now. Visit Chachi getting triple team. Perks smells some kills, and he's going to find another one onto Chachi.
And this is disaster now for Schalke. Look for a turnaround and head back towards the top side again if they wanted to. Good response, though, from Schalke as they grab themselves the Drake.
Everyone knows what a Butler does, and that's exactly what Jankos is. He's literally
but the strategy is not about the Butler here. The strategy is about the person who receives the resources.
That's Batman. like Jankos is Alfred, Perks is Batman.
Hang on,
and
look at the Drake.
He's pretty dead. Oh, good flash, though. Nice job getting out of harm's way.
Wonder outplaying Chachi once again. 2 levels on him.
Oh, no, indeed. He's interrupted. No way to get out with the Abyssal Voyage, and it looks like amazing upset. And everybody just collapsing.
Off the back of it, because Schalke still at a gold deficit. They haven't been able to punish this double support lane as of yet. It means that G2 are very happy with the situation they're in. Perkz now heading his way bot.
Oh, Killer Instinct goes right on in for Vizichachi, and he makes it a Cathian Rain.
Very easy kill there for Perkz. Easy peasy. It will be an exchange of towers, but Schalke, I imagine, want to throw this Rift Herald mid. Pretty low health one, ready for the taking up top side. They get themselves the Drake as well. G2 just feel like they have primary control around this strategy. They were also against 2 supports in the bottom lane, but the key difference was every so often when Perkz went to farm mid, Amazing would come mid lane, and then Vander would roam up and try and gank mid lane fine. G2 now grouping as a 5-man to secure themselves the mid tier 1. Only 1 out of the tower left. Upset goes in.
Nice job by Jankos to kind of jump back in. Upset might have found himself a little bit too far forward, and he's going to get fired down. Yarnin actually takes away the last hit, giving him kill credit a little bit about like Amazing and how he's kind of changed the dynamic in this team, and he's still looking for a space for himself, but can he really be the leader? We haven't really seen it just yet in this particular game. Chachi taking up tower shots. Meanwhile, it's just a crazy fight. Nuke's going to start off by picking off Yarnin and Wonder, and Wadid, they're going to get left for dead here, but it's going to be a tower traded in the inner.
So Schalke finally find themselves a successful fight, and they get themselves 3 kills, which is great. But look at what they're losing on the other side of the map. G2 trade the lives of 3 for 2 towers, and Perkz is just continuing. Has now used his flash, and the same for Wadid. As Perkz has found another one.
Yeah, Perkz goes in. Killer Instinct onto Vizichachi. Can't dodge him forever. Jankos ends up with the final shot on the Winter's Bite.
Are Schalke going to do it? They're going to try and rush the Baron, knowing that so many members of G2 are on the other side of the map. I think they can rush this down.
Yeah, and Jankos, he's coming there, but he doesn't have a smite for the first time, really, and it looks like desperate moves for G2 to try to respond in time. This Baron's only at half its health. Maybe they can take the fight right now. Schalke seem to be getting cold feet. Vander trying to move around the side. Here comes the Ornhorns, and they're going to knock up 2. Let's see, the Baron doing all the work for him. Perkz picking up a killing spree on the Mundo. Baron's still up for grabs. Double kill. Down goes Amazing, and Schalke are going to get cleaned off the map. That's a triple kill for Perkz. Make that a quadra and pick up the Baron to boot.
They have the eye set on the side.
They have the base set on their eyes.
That's
okay.
The word, yeah.
That's a little weird, but that's okay. G2 are going to win this one, it looks like. And Perkz may not have had the same exact amount of kills and assists as last time, and I don't know if he broke his CS record, but I think he's going to be pretty happy with the results all the same. Amazing trying to wait around the side for a flank, but if he waits too much longer, I don't think there's going to be much of a base left to defend. Down goes the inhibitor, and he's just watching.
Upset gets forced out. Wonder's already brought a wave bot. Perkz is just melting through the Schalke roster as G2, they're going to secure themselves a second inhib.
Yeah, really looking just infallible at this point. The funnel has completed. Perkz has become an absolute terror. Amazing's left reeling, just running away from his own base because all of G2 set their sights on him, and there's only going to be 1 more inhibitor tower if they even want to take it. Nukeduck, he's going to get knocked up by the Ornhorns and taken down. Perkz goes godlike on the kill. Upset sends a culling straight into Jankos' face, but he's able to tank up through most of it. These towers are getting cut through pretty easily like a hot knife through butter. And then Bash and Crash, they just keep on taking the damage. Vizichachi's going to heal up most of it. G2 Esports perfectly happy to keep taking this fight as long as they can keep Perkz protected, but he's got to be careful. He's going to get shut down. Upset senses the moment is nigh that they can maybe turn around G2 Esports, and all of a sudden G2 have lost to
do it.
At this point, might as well. Perkz goes in, Perkz goes out, he gets swallowed up by Wadid, and there goes the knockups all across the board between the Ornn and the Braum, and they just come right back stronger than ever. Perkz has found Vizichachi, and he is making him look like not a tank at all. So with Vander about to fall down, Nukeduck desperately trying to get back to his base. That's the triple kill for Perkz. This looked clean as clockwork. Maybe a minor hiccup, a cog in the machine, a quadra kill. Perkz decides, you know what? I'm going to get this one. You better let me have it. Down goes Vizichachi, and the penta for Perkz.
He gets himself the penta. They get themselves the Nexus. G2 go 3-0.
Well earned. There's the ace. There's the base. GG, good night, and a big smile on Perkz' face.
Got a lot of fairly short-range melee champions on the side of Fnatic, but the engage power with Pyke, Ryze, ulti, and not fishing for H2K members.
This is going to be a free dragon for H2K, but speaking of being on the front line, attracting attention in a sense, Hillsang has 2 biscuits in his pocket. And Cookies and opportunity, and Broxah is looking for this top lane gank here.
Well, let's take a look.
Ultimate.
Darkness is the call. Broxah's chasing in. There's a lot of damage going down into Smitty J to dial back the excitement. That was a really clean, really
Stand for something. You know, the towers open up hugely here, and We'll have to see what H2K can do.
Well, let's see what Hilly and Whippo can do. The skewer tagged onto Promiscue. Mega Inferno bomb comes down. Here's the Paranoia as well as the Realm Warp. Whippo's going to jump into Promiscue, and that's the engaged power we were talking about.
Right there, and here he goes. So he's whipped down this rip. I can't talk. Here comes H2K.
There's going to be a little boop onto the tower here. Make that a big boop. Drops the mid lane tower to about 15%. Caps dashes in, and Broxton, I think, or the Smite or whatever that was, just kills out the Rift Herald. H2K are not done with the siege. Fox are up.
This tower health means everything and nothing. Schrodinger's first blood tower right here. If they can get it, it's everything. If they don't, it's nothing.
All right, Vanguard's edge is thrown out. Caps is looking for the kill. Takes down Shook. Blade surges forward. Not Chun chasing yet. Selfie's Ignite manages to burn down Caps. It's a 1-for-1, and Schrodinger's tower.
Yeah, this is now where the whole... Okay, it's dead.
There we go. It's Schrodinger's. It's
Schrodinger's to get first blood tower because, whoa, okay, that was a bit weird, but Promiscue is over the wall.
Promiscue's actually been pulled over. Hylissang and Whippo not necessarily on the same page, but here comes Shook from the north. Hylissang, death from below, jumping down onto Promiscue.
A little while ago, but oh, here we go. We've got another gank in the top side.
Man, Fnatic are just on fire right now. Soaz goes golden thanks to the use of the stopwatch. Broxer picks up his second kill of the game. And the tower's going to be under pressure. Shook needs to make something happen here. He's got an assist under his belt, and Hylissang is flashless. Hylissang is getting spotted out. Dashes forward. Manages to pull the ghost. The skewer onto Shook. Whippo's running a little bit low on mana. Teleport into the top as well as the Realm Warp. Shook is the first target with a burning agony ticking and those infected cleavers slowing Shook's escape. Sheriff is the next target, but here comes Selfie. He's not no ultimate available, no flash available either. And Selfie, for the time being, is enough to push them away. Soaz jumps forward. He's got a double cleaver with a slap to the face from the cleaver. Whippo staying alive, now ignited. He's going to get burned to death. On the left of your screen, Smitty J picks up a kill under the tower. Here comes Caps. There's a party. Everybody's invited. And for the time being, everybody's going to die. It's a double for Caps. Soaz picks up his third of the fight. And H2K with a delayed ace.
What on earth did we just watch right there? And Broxer wasn't even possible to win.
I actually think it's like a boss that can summon OP mobs. Every single time they summon.
The impressive thing from what Fnatic's been able to do thus far is that it's not just about kills, even though they're so far ahead on those, and they're out, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's the fact that they're able to get towers. As we're talking about this, they're getting a tower. It's quite impressive when you don't have your ring.
It really is, and I think we definitely have to point out the fact that, of course, H2K, definitely one of the teams in 2018 that had
the Bramble vests from Soaz plus the Execution Spawning as well. Like, they know what they've got to do, and right now it's engaged.
Yeah, they do. Paranoia's thrown down. I'm waiting to see who gets targeted. It's in the mid lane. They managed to chase Promiscue even after the flash. Here comes Cap.
The early Barons, they have been a thing, and Fnatic are going in again.
All right, Soaz is going to get some support here from Whippo. That's going to be enough to shut down Smitty J. He's 1-4 for the defending champions here in week 2. They get some damage, a bone skewer onto Shook. Broxer forced to flash away for his life. Took a little bit more damage than he was expecting. Here comes Whippo and Hylissang. I'm looking for the skewer, looking for a target. But H2K will not be caught yet. Caps, by the way, waiting in the background, so if anyone sticks around, there's the flawless duet. Vanguard's edge jumps out. There's a dash forward. Here comes Hylissang. Paranoia as well. 1, 2, 3. They're not done yet. Going golden from Promiscue, buying some time. Caps gets shut down by Smitty J, but it's simply not enough. Whippo takes down Sheriff in a 1-for-4. Almost make that a 1-for-5. Whippo trying.
But either way, there's a lot of action in this game, and it is refreshing to see all this like bloodbath going down, and considering both these teams were not.
All right, Caps doesn't have teleport, he's in the top lane. Promiscue steps forward. Now, to be fair, Smitty J doesn't have teleport, and he was in the bottom lane. He's the first one to move. The bone skewer comes out. I'm looking at Hylissang as a Paranoia. Sends Brox all the way to the back lines. Whippo goes forward with the ultimate, and now he turns. That's already a kill. Death from below goes down. Second jump. That's a double kill. Hylissang's not done yet. Looking for the follow-up. There's at least one more from Broxer. And his ulti's on cooldown. H2K are just getting wrecked. Smitty J will get shut down thanks to the Umbra Blades. And now Captain Soaz will just run down the troll. It's time to troll. H2K get aced again.
This game, if Fnatic went for that Baron play, and you have the Vladimir. We've seen that in the previous game, the Vitality game, where Vladimir is really blooming good in these kind of small, these small spaces in these team fights. But that's not going to happen when you just get clean ace and you lose the Baron. And I feel a little bit bad for Smitty J, honestly. For after this game.
Because I was under the impression it was hard to kill. And we're about to find out just how disingenuous that title might be. Broxah, by the way, has a Guardian Angel. Paranoia is just about to time out. He doesn't use the secondary active. Smitty J is going to look to proc that passive. The grand challenge was issued and answered. Here comes Promiscu. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to get blocked by the Shroud of Darkness. Promiscu's taking a lot of damage from Caps. Shook and Smitty J are just like, sorry, bruv, you're on your own. All right, Hylissang, dun 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 dun. It's like Jaws 17, chasing from below, and the skewers dashed away from. Smitty J is going to get chased on the left. Shook is going to get chased on the top. Hylissang uses ultimate just to chase him down. And by the way, while all this is going on, Soaz is just solo killing Chef.
Look at this.
Is he going to go with the burning agony? Oh, man! Cool guys don't even need auto attacks.
Poor Sheriff. Oh my goodness. Soaz just sticks on his burn and Seraph does his best baby zombie impression because he is a little dead.
He is indeed. Finally, Shook gets run down. This will be a kill into Sheriff. This will make it 1 kill per minute for Fnatic against hard-to-kill H2K. 26 and 26.5. And look, Fnatic is styling. They got a gigantic lead. And they simply outclassed H2K in every lane today.
I feel like everything that H2K wanted to work in this game, nothing of it went well. Absolutely nothing of it went well. This was an absolute travesty from H2K. Fnatic, solid performance.
Embracing the champion pool to its fullest. Fnatic are destroying H2K, picking up a couple extra kills, and Fnatic obliterate H2K.
I think it is going to be a jungle and Kane. All right.
Draco's just got really excited. He's played so much Kane. What I am happy about...
Which one is the bounty and what's the Maltesers? That's the question.
Well, we'll find out as Niski has the help of Xerxes. Xerxes goes forward. That's a great stun from Senkux. Finds the targets. Teleports coming in now from the Misfit side. Xerxes goes down for first blood. It's Senkux that secures it. Niski will be donated. A double kill to Senkux, who wants another fight coming into this mid lane. Xerxes, by the way, has access to his Umbral Trespass. Let's see if he decides to use it. Jumps inside. There's a flash away from Niski. He's actually going Misfits territory. Now with Kasing joining the fight, Maxwell's going to go low. Not going to die just yet. Umbral Trespass, not going to be enough to take down Senkux. He manages to get one. Here comes Mickey. Senkux gets a double before he's taken out. Senkux, you beauty. Close. You know,
what is that picture?
Look, I'm a fan of Shad myself, right? And I couldn't get his thoughts were on this, you know, old dogs and new tricks.
Well, as far as, you know, the old dog here, Shad is probably older than some of the dogs and new tricks. I don't think Odo's past his prime in that sense. I think that, honestly, he was a proper worlds, considering they were playing the Koreans. Couldn't quite crush that soul down as much as they wanted to.
Oh, Cobby! He stepped way too far forward. Misfits are just waiting in the wings. Hansama gets his first kill of the fight there, Foxtrot, and here comes Odoamne! Call of the Forge God comes down, but there's simply no damage to follow up. Odoamne, he gets taken down, donated to the Misfits kill count. Plus 2,000 gold for Misfits, and they're on the inner turret.
We were talking about those poor stats from Odoamne. I mean, if you get plays like that where you don't really have a team, is that really Odoamne, or is that the fact that Splyce are not able to fight the Misfits squad? 4K gold may not seem like much, but Misfits is a team that you give an inch and they take a mile, so we absolutely could see Baron on the cards soon, and they're prepping Vision for it. Like we were seeing there, Splyce can't really split push, and Misfits try to punish.
Oh, let's take a look. Xerxes going to dash away from their flawless duet.
Whoa.
The Hextech Ultimatum comes down. That's a kill onto Maxlaw. Now Senkux gets dashed out of the Umbral chest pass. He manages to take down Xerxes. He's running low. 250 HP, looking for Niski. Niski's taken out by Alfari, and with a little bit of a heal and some HP back for Senkux, the rest of the fight continues. Alfari's tanking everybody.
What do you do against that?
Throw a cleaver to the face of Kasing. Turns his attention to Cobby. Takes him down for the triple kill. The burning agony, as well as the masochism goes out. As well as the clock comes down. Misfit find themselves a bunch of kills. Finally, somebody stops the Welsh. Alfari goes down, and Senkux with a beautiful duet. He manages to lock down Odo, get the ace, and miss time and time again. Get the dragon to boot as well, so an Ocean, and look at that teamfight damage.
How is Mundo having very difficult for Camille. Oh, okay, Kasing's dead.
Well, didn't quite see how that was set up, but Kasing got cold.
Yes.
Magic.
Absolute magic, but we've seen it once already today on the LCS. Can we see it again?
I've seen it a couple times, I think. Gilius and Cold with Baron steals earlier.
Yeah.
Xerxes going to jump away, gets caught by the Vanguard's edge as well as the duet. Gets caught as well by Mickey's Glacial Fissure. Xerxes been pushed away from the pit, but Odo and Kobe have not. Call of the Forge God is summoned and is cancelled. Mickey caught it. Senkax goes golden, a dash over the pit for Hunt Summer. He flashes to safety. Niski's trying to run him down. With a tactical sweep to the face and a precision protocol, he takes him down. Maxwell gets a chomp in reply. 3,000 HP on Baron. Xerxes with flash, with smite, and Splyce end the fight.
Splyce will be happy with that one, a 1-for-1 and delaying the Baron. It's not over yet, though.
All right, Odoamne jumps in. There's Kasing. He's come back to play. That's a stun connecting onto Senkax. He's forced to run for his life. Splyce in a gold deficit start to turn the fight around. That's a drowsy Mickey. Body blocks in play for Alfari, who is regenning, and Xerxes comes through the wall with that shadow step. Splyce will secure the third tower of the game. That's a flash over the wall from Xerxes. He needs to get away with his life, and the tower finally falls.
Coming in.
Teleport from, I don't know who, Senkax with Guardian Angel. He's looking for a target to Blade Surge onto. No ultimate yet. The Vanguard's edge will just become available. Throws it out. Manages to get the dashes. Come on, that's one. That's two. Looking for another. Manages to chunk down Xerxes, who shadow steps over the wall. You cannot escape Senkax. Now Alfari and Hunt Summer are running down Splyce. I believed. I bought into the hype, and I was crushed because Misfits are dumpstering Splyce. Senkax will take some damage here from Odo. And while Niski's come to play, hook shot onto the wall. I didn't know if he had the range. Manages to pop the Guardian Angel. Now Misfits need to complete a teleport from Niski. Mickey, the fight has been going so long. Glacial Fissure has come off cooldown, and it has been used. Foxtrot, you will get a turn to talk. And not right now. Odo one there, Niski. Now they're jumping onto Mickey. He's locked inside the baby cage, and he's sent packing. 4 members of Misfit are inside the pit, looking to secure Baron, and they do. Now Odo's the target. He's set ablaze by the ardent dash of Hunt Summer, trying to run him down. Niski's caught off from the rest of the team. A dash forward into the Light Slinger, plus the Piercing Light. Just enough damage to take down Odoamne, and Niski finds himself on the wrong side of the rift. He's trying to complete the teleport, and the man that Niski was chasing to start the play was Senkax, and Senkax is making his way up. Will he be able to get the final kill? It looks like Hunt Summer will have nothing to say about it. Instead, Senkax gets it. Eventually, the fight ends. Somebody get me an oxygen. Baron empowered. Minions in multiple lanes. And it just looks like Misfits have got all the tools they need to finish this out.
Absolutely. Up until that Baron went down, a Baron cannon. It's going to be tricky, but there's no Braum to stop the ulti this time.
No, there's not. 4-on-2, and this will be a dead Senkax. This is a misplay from Misfits. However, can they turn it around? Here's the support for Misfits. They're making their way in. Even in a numbers deficit, the gold lead helps them out. With the kill onto Odoamne, trading it for Senkax. That's a 1-for-1. Baron-empowered minions will help them out, taking down the tower, and Splyce without Odo's Ornn. They're in trouble defending their base.
It's going to be tricky, and this is, even though this was a good setup from Splyce, you get the early kill onto Senkax, it's incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it really doesn't. There's just this... They're too far ahead.
Yeah. Misfits
have just got this gigantic lead. They're playing really well together as a team. They've got 2 inhibitors down. Just for interest's sake. 4,371 hit points.
Okay.
236 armor, and a measly 133 magic resist. I think he's letting the side down. But then again, Kobe and Kasing are not exactly...
I think we've established that one.
Yes, we have.
If Alfari is going to match Soaz's level of tankiness, then he'll call, and here we go. Misfits are going for the end here. All
right, take a look at this. Odo actually eats a half to 3/4 channel culling. Doesn't do too much damage, but it allows Misfits to break open the final inhibitor. I'm trying to keep my eyes on which will be the first victim. Where will Senkax go? Odo sitting on the front line, and the rest of Splyce looking to engage. Call of the Forge God still on cooldown, 25% of the timer remaining. A dash backwards as Odo's trying to get that rupture up. Now Xerxes jumps back in with the Reaping Slash. He's got an Umbral Trespass, but who the hell do you want to jump onto? It's chunked down to 50%
boy.
HP. Niski's gone in, locks down Hansama, but he's forced to flash away. Call of the Forge God comes out and manages to get multi-man knockup, but there's just not enough damage. Umbral Trespass buys some time. That's a great Reaping Slash. Gets a 3-man knockup, but Splyce are just too far behind. They don't have the damage. They don't have the armor. They do not have a chance in these fights, and Misfits are killing them where they stand. Not a single Splyce structure remains. Kasing and Kobe watch their Nexus go down, and Misfits remain undefeated in summer.
Not a bad team.